We're very proud to say that this year we have grown 164,000 plants, and 105,000 of those are actually contract orders. So the rest we hope to move through retail sales to local gardeners and conservation groups. The facilities that we have here include a propagation shed, which is fantastic. We also have this massive big polyhouse that you're in now, so it's a double size polyhouse. I think it holds about 40,000 plants. We also have a tea room and an office that are in an old converted garden shed that was donated to us from the golf course, and we've just upgraded those facilities in the last couple of years to make them cosy, including installing an air conditioner and a new kitchen in the tea room. Our clients include mostly local government, so the majority of our contract growing is for Shire of Yarra Ranges, City of Maroondah, City of Manningham, Greater Dandenong City Council, and landscape plans, so people who have a planning permit where they've got to put Indigenous plants back in, we supply those people with the right plants so that the wild plants are now being used in garden settings in urban and semi-rural environments, which is fantastic. It's helping people to understand that these plants are really valuable and play an important part in our landscape, not just as bushland plants. At the moment we have over 120 active volunteers, and the beautiful thing about our volunteers is a lot of them are young, which is really unusual. We're getting students from Deakin, from Fed Uni.
My mum actually forced me to come here to volunteer. I was in high school, I had to do VCAL, so I had to do work experience in order to complete my studies. After a few months I end up becoming more interested in plants and more like, oh my god, there's more to plants than I thought, because I thought plants were like plants, but now you can see what plants bring certain pollinators, and it's a massive range of plants that they do here at Candlebark. It's awesome.
Originally it was just like a passion for the natural environment, and particularly on conservation. Growing up in the Dandenongs and being surrounded by like a lot of really special places, just like getting to learn more about that and be involved in the work that goes into restoring and protecting those.
Volunteering here, basically after I retired, it was finding a different outlet, something different to do, and a nice environment with friendly people, and putting back into the community.
One of the great things about buying from an Indigenous nursery is that you know what you're getting. You know that it's local. You know that it's adapting to the local conditions. They've been growing here for millennia. What we're doing is we're just taking some of these plants and giving them new homes in the same environment, which means that they don't need so much watering, they don't need so much TLC, you don't have to worry about fertilising. Yes, they love the clay soils. The thing we hear all the time is, but we have clay soils. Well, guess what? These plants grow naturally in the clay soils.
Some of the tasks that I do here is mostly admin, because I want to gain more experience so I can get a job. I help in the retail. That's one of the things I really enjoy about volunteering here, because I get to help customers and I get to learn different plants that Candlebark grows.
At the nursery I'm the propagator, so I'm in charge of managing all of the propagation tasks as well as all of the seed collection. I oversee all the volunteer activities from sowing seeds, pricking out, cuttings, packing orders, stocking retail, managing stock, the weeding and pruning and cleaning of them, maintaining stock plants. I also spend a lot of time educating the volunteers about the plants they're working with and the techniques we use.
Sourcing seed is probably the most challenging part of any community nursery. So we have to go through permit process and get landowner consent. At the moment we've got landowner consent to collect throughout the Shire of Yarra Ranges and Maroondah City Council, and we meet stringent reporting requirements on what we do collect, and we report back to the council so that they know what we're collecting, where we're collecting and how much, because it's really important not to over collect in the wild. We also collect from members' properties.
At the moment I'm working on grasses, which has been always a bit of a favourite of mine. They're very delicate, and so they tend to give me the delicate jobs, and which I like doing, taking my time and watching things grow.
I get to help customers, seeing them leave with a smile and happy that they've learnt something. I really enjoy helping them out and showing them, okay, what website is really good, like the Yarra Ranges plant database, how they can find about the plant communities. That's one of the things that I really enjoy and want to learn.
The thing I enjoy most about volunteering here, other than the plants, is getting to work with all different kinds of people. It's really broadened my social experiences, I guess would be a way of saying it. Getting to interact with a lot of people I normally wouldn't.
A growing section of our nursery is our retail section. People come in from all over the place to have a look at the plants. We have an amazing array of over 400 species that we grow throughout the year. One of the things about being so successful over the last couple of years and having so many people wanting to volunteer their time and efforts here is that we don't have the facilities. Our one propagation shed will only hold about 20 people max at any given time. So what we really want is another one of those propagation sheds, and we have the space for it, but we don't have the funds. Our irrigation system was pretty put together and has been failing, and our propagation group have got together and designed the best practice watering that we need, and we're now looking to source funds to actually implement that.
I like the friendliness, being a help to somebody or people or the community, and the environment and the social aspect of it all, and go home and think, yes, I've had a really good day. One
of my favourite plants for frog ponds is the Ondathia reniformis, and it's the best plant to put in your frog pond, frog bog. That's one of the things I did at my home, and oh my god, it's awesome. The spike of yellow flowers, oh my god, it's so bright, especially in full sun. They have little lily pad like leaves. They either float on top of the water or above, so the frogs are able to go on it, and it's amazing. I got little tadpoles in just under 2 years of having it at my place. It's awesome.
I'm particularly partial to Drosseras, the little carnivorous plants. There's one that does grow in a couple spots locally, Drossera pygmaea, that I think is really, really cool. It's absolutely tiny, about the size of a 5-cent coin. It's quite difficult to grow, mostly because it really resents being disturbed, so you can't really repot it or transplant it. And the seed can be kind of tricky to get, but it does produce these little buds that you can actually pick off of the plant and grow them from them, which is really cool.
It's really easy to get involved with Candlebark. All you have to do is actually pretty much turn up and say, I'm interested in volunteering here. And we have an information page on our website. So if you go to candlebark.org.au and check up the membership page, there's a lot of information about what types of activities you can do when you're here, and we have a range of activities.